Welcome back YouTubers to my channel of an everyday life of an Aspie. If you're new to my channel, I welcome you. I'm Aspie. I'm all about creating mental health and awareness, sharing my life stories with suspicious syndrome, OCD and the like. I also bring along with me some tips and advice along the way with how to manage and cope with your everyday personal struggles, regardless what it may be it if it's basically maybe say just your general health or maybe personal health or just anything personal that you may go through. With the Beauty from Ashes channel playlistings of words of encouragement and support as much as I can to mentor and advocate for you, as well as to support you in this best way as I can by bringing some clarity, understanding, and message of hope through your day. So as we brought to my attention, as I said, that it's coming up to Autism Awareness Month, and I'm going to try and bring as much autism related topics that I can think of right now, and hopefully with the help of others in the autistic community and outside the autistic community, you guys can do so, do so as well. So this one's all about basically how to help your autistic child. These will be broken down to 4 parts. This one's part 3, obviously, and how to help your autistic child promote learning. Part 3. Give me the like for thumbs up for support, for engagement, show that you're engaging with me, and feel free to comment below if I missed out anything, or just feel free to say hi as we along the way. So let's begin this. As we know, basically for any autistic children or any child in general, no matter what, we should be able to know the signs and whatnot, what's going on with them. So this one is number 1, speak to your child often. It's important to talk to your child, even if the conversation you feel is one-sided for now, and let them participate in conversations as well as hearing them out. As we know, sometimes some autistic children may have the ability to speak but don't understand the need to do so. Keep your child informed will also increase their language expression teaching simply by talking with your child as you go about your day. Speak as if you expect your child to answer either verbally or non-verbally. All too often, though, parents talk about their child without talking with their child. This only increases the sense of not being a part of things for your child. Just to be reminded also while you're talking to your child, even if they are non-verbal autistics, that maybe you need to, when they're involving a conversation with them, that you could probably, say, do sign language to them, or maybe able to find certain apps on your phone, tablet, or whatever, so that you can be ready to get them engaged to talk to you, regardless what it may be. I might talk about some apps that are available for autistic children. If you want me to do some research on that, please comment below and I'll gladly do this for you as well. Maybe some stimming toys and everything else as part of research. So, last but not least, on number 1 is for young children, speak in a clear and concrete language. Speak avoiding slang and any expressions such as it is raining cats and dogs outside. But don't ever talk to your down to your child, because they can tell the difference between this. For older children, however, talk normally and respectfully, making it clear that you'll be polite if your child is confused by a figure of speech or needs you to repeat something in general. Number 2, encourage communication, verbal and otherwise. If your child cannot speak yet, find a form of AAC, such as pitch exchange or sign language, as are clearly shared in number 1. This will allow them to express themselves. Being able to communicate their needs, thoughts, and feelings can reduce any frustrations that mountains in your child. But be sure to watch out for any non-verbal responses. For example, if you ask, "Did you have fun at preschool?" and your child flaps their hands and shrieks happily, then this is their answer. Continue maintaining a dialogue. Also, a word of caution: don't push your child to speak. Some autistic people are incapable of speaking, or they find it difficult and stressful. Allow your child to communicate through gestures, sign language, or pointing to a picture board that you may have readily available for them. Number 3, make it clear that the word no is important. This means that your child needs to listen when you tell them no, and that you'll pay attention to them if they do communicate a no. Help by doing a follow-up with an explanation to why you said no in the first place, such as, "If you wander off without telling me, I feel scared and worried about that you want to say." Obviously, if your child says no to bedtime or to their car seat, you don't need to follow it through, but you can slow down and explain why it is important. This will let them know that even though you won't always do what they want, the word no has its meaning behind it. If you ignore a child's attempts to say no or setting some boundaries, example, I don't like kisses, they may learn that no isn't important. If no one listens to them, they will learn that listening is optimal, so they won't listen to you. Number 4, explain the rules and behavior that you expect. Your child is competent and capable of following rules, so expect them to do so. Clearly describe the rules to your child, why there are rules set in place for them, and explain to what they should do instead of doing something wrong. For example, it's not okay to hit people because hitting hurts them. Instead of hitting, please talk to that person, or take time to cool off, or ask an adult for help if you don't know what to do. Number 5, understand the use of visual stimuli. Many times, autistic kids are visually orientated. Sometimes non-verbal children are able to communicate using sign language or by pointing to some pictures in a special book put together to help them communicate, or even some cards that has been specialised for them. Even autistic kids who speak may benefit by making a visual chart for the schedule for the day. If you're trying to teach your child to do something, it may help to make a picture chart. Some autistic kids can even repeat verbal instructions word for word, but will still lack the ability to turn them into instructions of these into actions inside their head. Pictures may help them to deal with that. Last but not least, number 6, find fun. Constructive therapies that will help your child to grow. Therapy can help your child to grow into a healthy, well-adjusted autistic person. Pinpoint some specific issues such as social uncertainty or sensory sensitivity and work through these with your therapist to help your child develop the skills that is needed in the outside world. Avoid certain therapies that involves forced normalization, compliance, or too many hours per week. Your child should be able to set some boundaries for themselves, be themselves, and have time to enjoy their life as a child. Well, this quickly ends part 3 of the How to Help Your Autistic Child. Give me a like for a thumbs up this book, comment below. Feel free to share these videos around to family and friends. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. Feel free to turn on the notification bell so you know what Aspie's up to, so you can keep up to date with the new content. So in all the video to do, guys, thanks for the support, thanks for watching. Do what you love what you do. Until next time, Aspie signing out.